In the last chapter of the Book of Unwritten Tales, about that reward.
If my memory serves me right, you promised a sack full of gold to the person who hunted down the Headless Horseman.
Of course, and you have earned it.
Awesome.
He earned it. You get half of this, Lizzie.
That won't be necessary.
Oh, really?
See you around.
Or, take it all?
Oh, yes. See you later.
I think she just, never mind.
And now.
Oh, fine. Lovely.
Right. That's not as in bad a condition as I would have assumed. What's up there? Lots of portraits.
Hard to believe how high the ceiling is in this hall. The chandelier chains disappear into the gloom.
Hopefully they're in good repair, otherwise we shouldn't stand in under them.
You can see eyes blinking way up in the dark, and you can hear the occasional squeak. I think those are bats. The Count probably hasn't noticed them yet. I can hardly imagine him allowing bats in his castle.
Me too. Except, they're probably family.
How many candles must have burned here to leave a pile of wax that big? Or are those magic candles that have been burning for decades?
Either one's as likely as the next, I'd imagine.
If I need a load of candle wax, I know where I can find it.
Sounds like a hint to me.
Ooh, scary people.
They...
I can't tell if these are relatives of the sorcerer or the Count. The only certainty is that these are some of the creepiest faces I have ever seen. But they look somehow generous.
And there is a critter there. And a rabbit.
Ooh, scary people. I can't tell if these are relatives of the sorcerer or the Count. The only certainty is that these are some of the creepiest...
Alright, they look generous? That is interesting. That's an interesting looking stove. Wilbur will ever examine it.
A small wood stove like that can't even begin to heat such a huge building. Here in the hallway, it's exactly the same temperature as outside.
Well, I doubt there's a fire in it at present.
This stove reminds me of the one in my classroom in Seastone. It had a broken pipe too, and it was pretty useless. However, this one looks less pleasant.
Yes, because the disrepair gives it the look of a face. Cloth? That is moving. I just saw... Oh no, that's a mirror.
It really needs to be dusted. But, seeing as how it would be my job as the servant, I think I'll just keep quiet on the subject.
Good idea. So the mirror's covered because of his vampireness. They're going with the lore that vampires don't cast a reflection, I guess.
The Count probably got tired of always having to clean the mirror.
Right, yeah, that's the reason it's covered.
Very old mirror. Except for a few dull spots, it's in good nick. Very old mirror.
Okay. Take the cloth. Since our sheet's gone, we're in need of such a thing, I guess.
The beautiful cloth which used to cover the big mirror. Compared to most things here, it's very clean.
Alright. Okay. Guess that's not happening. Go to the chest, please. Alright. Is this the Count?
There are some pretty strange characters here in the gallery. But this one really takes the cake.
It's an interesting looking wolf there. I guess this is the Count.
A very unpleasant looking fellow. He looks evil, arrogant, and more than a little bit crazy.
So you don't recognize him?
There are some but this one really...
Okay, so I guess it's not the Count.
A heavy wooden chest with 7 seals. 2 of them are open.
Sounds like a puzzle.
Could be where the book is hidden, but it could also contain the Count's well-protected underwear.
Uh-huh.
Either way, there's no sign of how to open the 5 remaining seals.
We'll have to find that out, won't we?
Could be where the book is... Either way...
Okay, well, back down then. This may be the culmination of this section of the game. The chest opening. But for now, the only other place... Oh, no, you can go over here, too. Well, let's look in the hall before we head up. Oh, that has changed.
Am I nuts, or are those paintings different from before?
They are indeed. Is this Igor?
The pictures don't seem to be alive like in the Mage Tower in Seastone, but they seem to constantly change.
That one's
Very
still the
handy if
same.
you have more paintings than space on the walls.
Good point. So if we leave and come back, will it eventually be a painting we need to use for some reason? Oh, he's here.
Ah, there you are, Igor.
Wilbur.
Prepare dinner for my fiancée. And set the table with all the trimmings. We want to have a romantic meal before withdrawing.
Sure you do. Yeah, my name's Wilbur.
My name's Wilbur.
My servants are all called Igor. Igor, his father Igor, his grandfather Igor, and his father too.
Whew, you certainly had a lot of servants.
That's why it's too late now to get used to a new name. I'll call you Igor.
Right.
I would even give you Igor's old suit, if I had it.
No thank you. Nice fangs on the painting here. So, do you know who this used to belong to?
The villagers told me that the mad sorcerer Ashcroft Van Buren used to live here.
That is correct, until he was hung, drawn, and quartered.
That's a lot of
The
killing.
wizards and paladins didn't do things by halves.
No, they did it by
Just
quarters.
They took everything that was of interest or value to them. They left the rest here.
Was there a book amongst the things left behind?
The Sorcerer's Diary. Yes, I found that a few months after I moved in a secret desk drawer.
No, I mean, more of a magic book, you know, with incantations and such.
No, not that I know of.
Oh, that's right. We are after that book for the engine thing or whatnot. I had forgotten that. I was thinking that it was a book to help Timmy, which they may be one and the same. So, what is the deal with the chest?
The large chest in the hall looks like it's been there a long time. Is it yours?
Van Buren had it built, but now it belongs to me. The painting up there is of him. The chest and the painting are the only things the mages wanted to take with them, but they couldn't. Both are bound to the castle by powerful magic.
Oh,
Ooh, so there must be something important in there.
I don't know. I've only been able to open 2 of the 7 seals.
how did you open them?
Maybe that's where he kept his spell book.
Is it valuable? The young ladies are getting ever more demanding these days, and my new line of guano skin cream for the man of the world hasn't done quite as well as I hoped.
I wonder why.
Master, maybe I can help opening the chest for you. I'm good at that kind of thing.
If you wish, as long as it doesn't clash with your other tasks. I want to be sure my little bunny rabbit is properly pampered.
If there's one thing she does not need, that's it.
Here, this Sorcerer's Diary. I was able to open the first 2 seals with the help of this.
Thank you.
Thank you, Master.
One thing she's already had too much in her life is pampering, I think. So do you know anything about werewolves? I heard you had an affinity for wolves.
Do you know much about werewolves?
Not particularly. Us and them, we don't get on.
Vamps and,
Normal wolves,
lycanthropes?
yes. They're the children of the night, and I like standing on the balcony of an evening, listening to them singing. But werewolves, poor souls that have been cursed and can feel nothing but primitive anger and hate.
Is there any way to get rid of the curse?
Of course, quite easily. You have to kill the werewolf that cursed you in the first place.
Oh, really?
And if you don't know who it was?
Then you can only hope that a friend pumps your head full of silver.
No way.
That sounds very dire. So, what do you want to eat, I guess?
And what may I serve you and the young Miss Kiki?
For the young lady, a rocket salad with vinegar, oil, and strips of chicken breast. That's what young ladies eat these days. Nothing for me, thank you.
Yeah, I guess you
Not
make
even a little
do
bite?
with a different
Maybe
repast.
later. Until then, I'll make do with a glass of red wine.
Yeah.
As you wish, Master. I'll go and find the chef and order the salad.
I don't have a chef. I normally order out.
From where?
But I can't cook.
How hard can it be to make a salad with vinegar and oil? Make haste, Igor.
You would be surprised, I think.
Very well. Count Orlov, Master.
Yes, do we get a reward for rescuing your, fiancée?
I saved your fiancée in the forest. She was thrown from a horse and lost her way.
The poor child. What luck that nothing happened to her. I've been waiting for her for so long.
I heard you've been married a few times.
Many times. Unfortunately, I've never grown old with any of my lovers.
I wonder why.
I am cursed. I'm forced to try again every few years with a new, young woman.
Oh, that's terrible. I'm really sorry.
You have a letter?
Master, this scroll was in the postbox.
From Seastone.
Who, though?
Archmage murdered. Wanted, blah, blah. Nothing of any importance.
Okay.
Are you sure?
I'm not interested in politics. Kings and archmages come and go.
But you are eternal?
Yeah, yes, you're right. No reason to burden yourself with such things. There's a picture of the Archmage and me on the cover. Even if the Count isn't interested in politics, he's not likely to let a wanted murderer work for him. He would hand me over to the Van Burens if he noticed. If you'll excuse me, Master, work calls.
Make haste. My little honey bunny has gone upstairs to take a bath and could come back down at any minute.
What is upstairs?
Nothing of interest to you. Your place is down here. And tomorrow I'll show you the cellar and the crypt.
I can hardly wait.
Right, me
Let's
too.
talk more work, Igor.
So, shall we dispose of this for you?
Luckily, the scroll rolled itself back up. Otherwise, the Count may have spotted that his new ego is wanted for murder.
Right.
The council leader must have sent these search warrants everywhere. I hope one didn't make it here.
Well, it did. It's right here.
Go back to Seastone in chains.
That too.
Luckily, the scroll. Otherwise,
So we can't take it, in other words. Open the drawer?
cutlery.
Okay, do we need that? Apparently, we set the table.
Knife and fork. Look almost brand new.
All right. And we need to read this.
The sorcerer's diary the Count found hidden in a desk drawer. The Count opened the first two seals with its help.
How, though?
The sorcerer's diary.
Okay.
The Count opened the first.
Oh, I bet this is supposed to be a tablecloth. Anything else in the drawer?
No, nothing of interest.
Okay. Incense?
Incense? Not something I really expected to find in a place this old. On the other hand, maybe the Count also noticed that it sometimes smells a little moldy and musty in here.
Perhaps. Perhaps.
Incense? Not some. On the other.
Okay, so that's still interactable. Let's see if we need to set this
This
table.
is the table I'm supposed to serve dinner on, with all the trimmings.
Right.
A few days ago, I was a professor of magic in a magic school, and now I'm Igor for a Count in the middle of nowhere.
Yep, you're moving up in the world, Wilbur.
The table is pretty old and covered with stains. Won't be good enough to impress the Count's fiancée.
Who cares? Though I guess we're trying to get on his good side.
The table is pretty. Won't be.
Okay. Can we use this as a cloth? We can. Cool.
That should do. So, looking good.
Yeah, it
Even if
doesn't-
I do say so myself.
Quite cover the table properly, but I guess that's fine. Cutlery? Guess we still need plates. she can eat out of this.
I think the Count expects a finer layout to impress his fiancée.
Well, I was hoping. Guess it's not the case. All right. Okay. It's actually been a few days since I've played this. I was sick for a while, if you weren't aware. That's why videos have been few and far between, but my voice is back. Perhaps not in full effect, but we are going to continue. And I don't remember exactly what all we've looked at so far. I think we looked at the search order. Did we look at the bottle of wine?
The Count seems to be a wine lover. Red wine, to be exact.
Yeah, I don't think that is red wine. I think we did look at the table, but there's still a...
Not bad, but something is still missing.
Oh, okay, that's right. We're setting the table, aren't we? He said, I believe, that we couldn't use this. It's just not fancy enough, apparently. So we need some plates. Or at least one, because I don't think the Count himself is going to partake.
I find it odd that Count Olaf bought a castle in the dark woods. Most old people love the heat and the sun. There's not a lot of either here. Maybe he burns easily.
Yeah, I think that's an understatement. Oh, here's some fancy plates.
Are these just decorative plates, or can they be used? Nate once ate fried potatoes off of the Queen's face in Elfborough. Ivo's mother was not amused.
How did the fried potatoes get on the Queen's face?
Igor, be more careful.
I didn't do anything. The plate just flew off the wall.
I've lived here for 10 years. Castle Orlofstein has never been haunted.
Weird.
I think that was the Archmage's voice that said Wilbur.
Incense? Not something I really On the other hand, maybe the Count also...
Right. Yeah, we looked at those. We're going to have to do something with them. Perhaps, since there's still a magnifying glass on them. What is this? A cord? Going into this thing?
What's this cord for?
You can make various bells in the castle ring by pulling it.
Oh.
But there's only one cord.
Who needs more?
Do you make all of them ring, or do you pull it in a certain way to make different ones ring? Okay. Pull it again, please. Not sure what that's for. Glass.
A lovely glass with a thick bottom. Glasses made of perfect transparent glass like this are very rare and expensive.
I suppose that will be perfect for the table setting then. Not that I am thrilled about making it all nice for Mrs. Gold Digger. And probably need to move this candle over there too.
Ooh, the space here isn't just brighter and friendlier than the entrance hall. All the candles make it a lot warmer too.
Can we take that? Just put it over here then. Lovely mood lighting. Well, let's finish this table setting. I think we have to cook too. Oh, so the glass isn't part of this? Look at Kiki's empty plate.
The Count wants a rocket salad with chicken breast and oil and vinegar dressing for his fiancée. Okay, I got the plate. All that's missing is everything else.
Can this be the salad? Weeds? Apparently so.
I'm pretty sure this is something similar to rocket.
Me too. And these? Haha.
These fat maggots are about the right size, but they don't look much like fried chicken. They're slightly transparent and really slimy.
Do we need to cook them somehow? Can we combine with something? No. Alright, so
If the Count is anything like me, he won't know what rocket looks like either. Now all I need are the chicken breast and the dressing.
Right. Good deal then. Well, let's, can we get anything more from him before we venture out?
Count?
Yes, Igor?
First of all, can you please call me Wilbur? And second of all...
Your table awaits, Master. Is that to your satisfaction?
Yes, delightful.
Thank you, Master. I must get back to work.
Okay, well...
You certainly must. You're quite chatty for an Igor.
Yeah, it's your own assumptions that is misleading you, sir. Okay. We don't have a way to do anything with this yet, I don't think. I guess we'll go up the stairs? Or look at them?
From the outside, it looks as though the castle has at least 5 or 6 floors. And old castles often have cellars and dungeons too. Judging from the outside, I'd say at least 5 or 6. And old castles like this one often have cellars and dungeons too.
What?
A lot of work for just one Igor.
I think he just repeated himself. There.
My master, I mean the Count, has forbidden me to go up there.
Oh,
And I think I'll listen to him.
okay. I'd
Castle's
forgotten
pretty
about that.
ramshackle, and the book should be in the chest anyway.
Yes, we need to find a way to open that chest. Well, at least we don't have to explore 5 different floors. There's the mirror. It was covered.
Very old mirror, except for a few dull...
Yeah, okay. Let's look at the chest again really quickly.
According to the Count, this painting shows Ashcroft Van Buren. He looks evil, arrogant, and more than a little bit crazy.
Well, that just, feeds into everything we knew.
Van Buren placed this chest here and bound it to the castle with mighty spells. He did not want it, or whatever's in it, to leave these walls. It has to hold the spell book.
Right, well, these 2 are open. There's still there's still 5 left. Can we interact with this with anything? I'm guessing the map isn't going to do anything. No. And that's a costume. Well, let's take it back off, please. That's a costume. Oh.
The worms cannot comprehend my genius. That is why they say I'm insane. Rutherford does not trust us. He will deceive us, I know. He will be the first to die once we have the power of the Nameless One. Who is Rutherford?
Indeed.
Here is a drawing of the various seals. There's something written next to each seal.
Oh, well, this is helpful. Except I can't read any of that. Lots to look at.
No one is smarter than I. I have devised a chest for my most valuable possession with 7 seals that only I can open. Each seal can be opened only in a very special manner and only I know how. Each mechanism is more clever than the one before. And there's a list describing how each seal is opened. Ha! It's a good thing the sorcerer was so proud of his work.
Indeed. Well, the Count was able to get 2 of them open.
The second seal is opened with the blood of innocence. The seal is already opened. Maybe
Right.
the Count cut his finger peeling potatoes and then he touched the seal.
Doubtful. I doubt very much that his blood is considered innocent.
Only the hand of the truly greatest sorcerer of all time can open this seal.
Oh. Maybe that's Wilbur? Maybe we need to get the Archmage's ghost to touch it?
The third seal will only open when the word open is spoken in Ratish.
Alright, well, we'll need Timmy for that, won't we?
Only those who feel insatiable hunger can open the fourth seal.
That's the other one.
The fourth seal is already open. No idea how the Count managed that one. He never eats anything.
Yeah, well, there's things that you're not comprehending yet, Wilbur.
The fifth seal can only be opened by the breath of death. Death breath.
So that again could be the Archmage or another ghost.
The sixth seal is opened by the invisible key that is visible to all.
Alright, I don't get that one. Or maybe we could get Gulliver to breathe on it. I guess he would be breath of death.
Only one of worthy heart can open the 7th and final seal.
Well, that is Wilbur if ever anything was.
Once all 7 magic seals have been released, the chest can be opened. You may have to shake the lid a little, it sometimes sticks.
Ha! Okay, I guess we can't turn the page.
2 seals are already open, 5 are still closed. The note should help me.
Well, you should be able to open this one.
The Count has opened the first 2 seals using the instructions in the diary. That leaves 5.
Yes. 7th seal, please.
This seal will only open to one with a worthy heart. Maybe I can. Master Alistair always says that my heart is in the right place, but apparently that's not good enough for this seal.
Interesting.
Although, Van Buren was an evil sorcerer. He wouldn't have been able to open the seal either if worthy heart meant someone decent.
Oh, good point.
He could have meant exactly the opposite. Someone who's devious, mean, and nasty.
Yes. The blonde girl. My guess would be.
This seal is opened by an invisible key that is visible to all. What could that be?
I don't know.
According to this diary, this seal can only be opened by the breath of death. I've met Death before. We were even business partners for a bit. But then he wasn't too happy with me for quite a while.
Yeah.
That may be because the Death and Gnome live burial co was never a success.
Or because you left him...
It could have something to do with my having buried him and then forgetting to dig him up again.
Yeah, that one. That would be my guess.
The seal is supposed to open when you say the word open in Ratish. Obviously, Van Buren spoke more languages than I do.
Alright, so we need Timmy.
The truly greatest mage of all time. Who could that have been for an egomaniac like Ashcroft Van Buren?
Himself?
Archmage Alistair? Or, of course, he means himself. Which presents a problem.
Unless we can find his grave and get his skeletal hand.
The purpose of the seals is to prevent anyone other than Van Buren from opening the chest. Understandable that there's a seal that can only be opened by the truly greatest mage of all time, by himself.
Okay. Well, I think that's all that we can do here for the moment.